left-handers will want to pull from loops through from right to left. So the left-handed version, in my clumsier manner, would be to do this. I'll just count the moves, the exchanges in each cycle. So 1, tighten, 2, tighten, getting confused already, 3, tighten, and 4, tighten, 1, tighten, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's divide for the loop. Let's be a loop in the middle of the braid. Do look at the right-handed version for the little nuances about how to start this loop at the top of the braid. I'm not going to repeat that in a left-handed version, and the information is quite is the same for left and right-handed. Here I'm going to be making one in the middle. So now the fingers that will continually exchange loops will be these two, the upper two fingers of both hands, and the lower two fingers of both hands. This set of loops, the upper set, will never cross down to the lower set of loops. So basically we're going to be making a little mini spiral braid of 4 loops here, and a little mini spiral braid here. And our cohesive braid will split into 2. Let's see if I can manage this left-handed. So the moves will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can check, right at that point I see, it might be hard to see in the camera, but I can see that the braid is sort of forking in 2 directions. That's good. If I had noticed at this point that something was mixing from the top to the bottom, I would have to undo. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Ooh, I made a mistake there. Let's undo. I'm looking at the fell. I think that I made a mistake. I'm looking at the fell and I can see. Oh no, this should be right. That was right. Okay, I think I got mixed up about which. Yeah, 4 looks fine. It's a little too eager to undo there. Okay, where am I? So 1. Hope I haven't confused. too much. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The loop is rather short. Let's see how much time I have. 1. Oops, this way. 2. 3. 4. 1. 2. 3. 4. That's a good size for loop. I mean, I don't really have a purpose for this loop, so maybe I'll just stop here. It's about as long, I think, as the first one was. Okay, so to join it up, you just go back to your cohesive braid, the 8-loop braid. Ooh, how much time do I have? Probably not much. So now I will go back to the full 8-loop braid. 1, 2. I'm doing this backwards of how I did it before, which will work fine. 1, 2, 3. No, that was wrong. Let's put it back. The last 2 through were these. So my next will be these 3 and 4. Yeah, I'm going backwards, which is fine. This should create a spiral going in the other direction, and there's no problem doing it that way. So let's continue this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, my spiral. I might not like that in a braid. It is a way to, it's fun to do that. I haven't talked about this in any of the other videos. It is fun to do that on purpose to, I don't know if this shows that the spiral has now changed directions. Before it was slanting down that way, and now because I instead of starting with my, on the left hand, starting with my D finger, the little finger, I now was starting with my index finger, the A finger. It changes the direction of the spiral. I think I'll undo it, and that's valuable to see too. And I think I may have shortchanged left-handers. I may not have even demonstrated this in other left-handed ones. So to undo, you look at the fell, that's the fell, to make sure that you are undoing the right pair. You look at the last 2. I can see it was this finger and this finger. And you put it back with a turn. It came off this finger with a turn. I'm going to put it back with a turn, and I can see that that is right. It undid the turn that was in the loop. And then I lift off that loop, the one you originally put there. I keep looking at the fell. I am undoing the right way, but I want to make sure I am, because in undoing, you could, to correct a mistake, you might make a mistake undoing too. I just continually look at the fell to make sure that the one I'm going to undo is, the pair I'm going to undo is the right pair. I can see it's these 2. They're the lowest. They're the lowest there in the fell that are interwoven. Putting it back on with a turn and taking that one off. You can see that those are the ones. I'm taking them off. And I start over again. I'm just checking and making sure. I'm not going to assume that I'm undoing it the right way. Putting it back on with a turn. Taking the other one off. Putting this back on with a turn. This one off. And putting this back on with a turn and taking the other one off. Now I'm back to where I was when my mistake, I I've decided it was a mistake, and I certainly didn't intend to do it, was to start in the opposite manner than I'd been braiding. So now I'm going to start the way I did before. I'm joining up my loop again, redoing it. Oh, I don't think I didn't. Looks like I have one more. I do have one more cycle to undo here. Let's get this done. Okay, there's the divided loop. Okay, so now I'm going to start going the way I had been going before, which was starting here. So 1, tighten, 2, tighten, 3, tighten, and 4, tighten. I know I'm going a little bit fast on this whole tutorial, but I'm assuming that that you have seen the earlier versions with 4 and 6 loops, so you basically hopefully already know these moves. One, 2, 3, and 4. After the fourth, I haven't been demonstrating this, but I should have been. After the fourth move, after the cycle is done, it's very important to make sure that your dark colors are on one hand and your light colors are on the other, or the spiral pattern will disappear if you start move 1 with a mixture of colors. You will not have a spiral. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Colors are separated. Okay, I think I will stop here. Or, well, let's see. We've done one loop section. We could end with a little tail of 2 loops. What am I saying? A 4-loop spiral. We would drop 2 and keep 2 opposite colors, and then you could see we're left-handed, so we go like this, and usually you might have to tug the other loops out of the way a bit. So it's just a 2-move spiral. So 1, 2. So the colors are on opposite hands now. 1, 2. Sure, I see some loose threads up there. I'm trying to tighten them up. 1, 2. 1, 2. You would keep going like this. I don't know that I have enough time to do that. 1, okay, there. I can see my last 2 through with those, so these are the next 2. I'll drop those for now. I don't know if I have time to really do this. And take the other 2, and that's where you're going to be doing a spiral on the other, a little mini spiral on the other 2 loops. Get them untwisted in a reasonable looking order. So, same thing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and so forth. Let's see how much time I'm probably going to be snipping this off at the end. So theoretically I would have gone all the way down to the ends of my loops, but there would be my little fork in the braid. And here is the finished spiral, finished braid with 2 loops and a little fork at the end.